Hey, what's up, guys? I just wanted to get on here and I just wanted to talk about some things. Recently, I've been doing a lot of thinking and have done, and haven't been on YouTube for a fat minute. I definitely need to get back on that. I will try and, ease my way back into it again. But the reason why I wanted to get on here was to really talk about my detailing business. Don't get me wrong, I really love the business. I love the opportunities it has given me, but I feel like I have kind of outgrown that space. Me personally, obviously I could take it to the next level, but I feel like that is something I don't need to be doing right now. There has been other things on the horizon that I will soon talk about that have caught my eye and that I have done extremely better in. And again, I'll talk about that later in another video. But I just want to give some backstory on why I feel this way, and then also what really got me started in detailing, and give you guys the story. So this was maybe this was like 2 years ago. Holy cow, right? It was either 2 years ago or a year ago. Around this time, it was a year ago. This time, I had just recently I graduated from high school. I knew that I was not gonna go to college, and so I knew I had to figure out something. I think at that time I worked at Best Buy. And as I was working at Best Buy, I was stacking up my money, and I was putting in hours and just taking BS from some of these managers and from customers especially. Jeez, man, like, you don't understand. Like, customers at Best Buy, they can get pretty rowdy sometimes, especially whenever it comes with their credit, when it deals with their credit and things like that. But I just freshly graduated from high school, and me and a buddy were actually supposed to get into aircraft detailing because we had saw on TikTok this guy just making a shit ton of money off of it, and he said like he was making like $1,000 just for like a rush fee or something like that. I don't know, and we were just trying to capitalize on that. But then we realized that is a little advanced for us as of right now, and we just thought, man, why don't we just do cars? We'll just do cars and then we'll move our way up. So things actually ended up not working out with us, and we just went our separate ways. No hard feelings there. And as time progressed and things like that, I ended up started to buy a bunch of products. I started to buy equipment slowly as I was still working at Best Buy. I then got to a point where I was starting to detail like my family's cars, so like my brother's car, my grandma's car, my uncle's car, and then after that, that's whenever I got into social media and then started posting pictures on social media, got into that, and then started doing some of my brother's friends' cars, and then they had some friends, and then like it just kind of followed down there. And at that time I was still going to car meets. I definitely want to go to car meets again. I need to go to car meets again. Those were so fun. I always loved seeing cars. But back to the story. Well, I was doing I was going to these car meets, and I ended up meeting one of my buddies now. His name is Ari Phelan. If you went to my high school, you'll know or have heard of that name. And I ended up, working with him and his dad. Him and his dad have amazing cars. They have super duper cool cars. I don't want to get into too specifics, but they have some pretty high-end cars, and they're, oh my gosh, I love them. Every single time I see them, I love them. But yeah, and had just been doing that ever since. They had some friends as well that wanted details, and then I was able to help them out, and now we're here in the present, and I just feel like I personally don't see anything in the near future that pertains to detailing as of right now, because I really truly feel like I've grown out of it. I felt like it was just kind of a phase I had, and I think it's just time to let it go, and time to just do its thing, and just leave it in the past and just keep moving forward and put my best foot forward. Some things that I definitely learned was, one, how to operate a business, and then also how to provide some real customer service to your customers. Another thing is like getting out of my comfort zone and talking with people and networking with people. I think that the idea of the detailing business and things like that had really jump started my entrepreneur journey, because it really forced me to be out of my comfort zone. It forced me to talk to people when I didn't feel like talking to people, or going on calls, or going on jobs whenever I didn't feel like getting up and going and doing it. But definitely it has taught me so much about business, and obviously I still have a lot more to learn, but that definitely was a great beginner business to start. And if you're trying to get into some type of business and trying to get your foot into entrepreneurship, I feel like detailing is a great opportunity. There is, if you look around, in this parking lot alone, there are a lot of cars in this parking lot. And guess what? They're gonna need detailing. And you can always, I've seen people leave, their sometimes some posters here that have their phone number and QR codes and stuff like that, and they're a detailing business, and that's how they can do their marketing. A lot of times what I did was I had business cards, and I just handed them out, or I just put them on people's windshields and things like that. It's just stuff like that really can get you out there. Like, that is the most important thing, is to, as a small business and as whenever you're starting out, you get to as many as people as possible, as humanly possible. Whether it's business cards, whether it's Instagram posts, whether it's YouTube videos, it could be anything. Like, you have to get yourself out there in order to even get any type of success within that niche. I think I still need to do a little more thinking about it, but I really think that pivoting away from detailing is honestly the best move here. Obviously I'll keep you guys updated about it, but I just wanted to let you guys know on what I'm thinking and where my head has been at so far. I really don't want to be mediocre. I don't want to be average. I don't want to just be anybody. I want to be a somebody one of these days. And I just feel like me and detailing just haven't aligned within these past couple of months, and I just feel like I've kind of I wouldn't say I fell out of love with it, but it's just something with me just doesn't feel like I need to be there anymore. Like, I feel like God is telling me something that, like, hey, you need to step back from it. You need to do something about it, because I feel like he's starting to make way for something else that is huge in my life. And in closing, I just wanted to let you guys know. And yeah, if you guys like this type of video, leave a comment down below. Go ahead and hit that like button. Anything helps, really. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see some more content from me. And again, I'll definitely try and publish some more content for you guys. And again, I just want to get on here quickly and just talk about what's going on.